again. How are you, Maria?
I'm really good. How are you?
Yes, I'm good and super excited. We're in planning week, as you know, but Maria and I had such an amazing planning week that we thought we would jump out into the community and post this and let you know what we've been up to, because it's super cool. So we're not going to take too long, but we're going to hit a couple of points. We're going to talk about new curators and what Maria's going to do to them. And then we're going to talk about, collaborations. And then I'm going to just, do a quick minute on site fixes and whatever. But I'm going to hand you over to Maria. We haven't seen her for a while. And yes, Maria, over to you. Tell us what's happening.
Hello. I feel like I'm starting my listening button again. Oh my God, that was like a weird deja vu, but hi. I'm so happy to be here and alongside Andrew. And yeah, let's begin. We've been really going through, as Andrew has put it, a metamorphosis. And here we go. We've come through with some clarity on how we want to bring people on. And so we're sort of going to have them go through, I guess I'd call it like a trial period. Yeah, there we go. I found the word for it. So we'll have them interview, and then from there, we're just going to begin a conversation and share some music back and forth. And we'll probably share about 5 to 10 tracks with one another. And if it seems like a good fit, and they're also going to be joining the Circle community at the same time and being able to kind of see what we are all about. Then me and the curator will communicate further if the songs are coming through and they seem like they're enjoying the community, and we'll talk face and create a whole 22 track playlist together, and from there we'll have a playlist, and if they feel like they want to join the community, they can, and if we feel good about them, they can, and if not, there will just be we'll figure that as we go, but a graceful falling off. But yeah, it just has opened so many doors and also created so much just opportunities. And we don't have to use as much resource. We still get to just do the core behavior of collaborating and coming together and connecting to music. So with that being said, Andrew, what else are we doing?
But it's super cool because one of the things that really came out over this last 6 months is the behavior that we're looking for, that actually real community is about. It's not, I like playlists, you like playlists, oh, we're in a circle, what do we do? And track sharing is kind of, it's weird. It doesn't work well, does it? Even the elemental lists were cool, but that's not the behavior that stitches us together. What we found out was the behavior that makes community is collaborative lists, us creating lists. So while that was spinning in our heads, and Maria and I were talking about, well, how do we get the new blood in? We've got about a 75% attrition rate of curators who come in and leave, and we spend money on like images, and we spend time building their playlists, and they come in and they bugger off within like a few months. And so the idea of saying, hang about, before we do any of that, let's just see if you want to trade tracks with Maria. Guy, just throw us a track, and she throws a track back, and then that builds, and then it means the first behavior that they come into the community with is just trading tracks and building a collaborative list. And Maria's a great start place for that, but it doesn't always have to be you, Maria, does it? I mean, if you're feeling
right, I'd like to open. Yeah, so like if maybe they have a really wacky genre, or I just feel like they would be a really good fit, I'd like to open it up to have them collaborate coming with someone else initially. So we'll see how that unfolds, but I think that very interesting.
But also what's really cool is that as they, so basically every new curator that comes on board, they'll either, stay with us a while, but for their entry in, we'll be creating a new 22-track playlist with every curator that comes on within 3 or 4 weeks, which I think is super dope. And the cool thing is Maria gets to know that individual. Then what we're thinking of doing is that once we've got that first playlist of 22, then we will start building their individual list. But we're thinking that Maria might say, okay, I think you'd be a perfect match with somebody else. And then they can build their second collaborative list with, with another, Music 2 playlist curator, which again is seeding the behavior. And, Maria's been around long enough to know everybody and is, acting as that, do they have the behavior? Do they have the vibe that feels good for Music 2? And then introducing, it solves for mentorship, it solves for, onboarding. it solves for everything. And really, what is it? It's like building a playlist together with somebody we've never met, but who, and do remember that they have to still send in their application, just like all of you did. They still have to demonstrate that they've got a passion for music. They still get interviewed by Maria and myself before they even get to this kind of almost trial period. I think it's super cool. And the coolest thing is, we're going to start next week. Hopefully Maria and I are going to be interviewing new curators. And if we like somebody, it's such a zero resource cost for us. Literally, they can start trading tracks with Maria and building that list. So to segue out of that section, so we've got Maria back in that, position that's going to start to drive the community again. And this is built around the behavior that we all know and love, which is building playlists. So we're super stoked. What about all of you guys and ladies? What about our original curators? How can we drive this behavior? Well, we had the individual playlist contest in Q2. So I don't want to make it a contest, but we want to move away from like cash prizes because we're broke. But we're thinking of designing a super cool Music 2 t-shirt. And here's what we're going to put out. Through August, any curator that does a collaborative list with another curator, got to be minimum 22 tracks, because 22 is where it's at, then you'll be eligible for one of the brand new Music 2 t-shirts, and they're going to be super cool. These are going to look awesome. I'm basically scaring the crap out of Matt right now. But we'll come up with some t-shirt designs and we'll throw them out to the community. But my goal, my hope is by the end of the month, we've got 40 curators all wearing amazing super cool t-shirts, and we've got another 20 lists in. So the behavior that we're looking to drive in for the rest of our lives is playlists, curators making playlists with each other. And I'm already making 6 with different people. Maria's up there. You want to make a playlist with somebody? Start with Maria. Let's inundate her. If there's anybody else, reach out to somebody and start making a list together, because you want one of these t-shirts. So that's really the focus. We're going to start bringing in new blood, but we're going to bring them in, making playlists instead of spending all the time and resource building them until we get to know who they are, which I think is super dope. We're going to get all of you making collaborative lists if you want. You should do, because there's going to be an awesome t-shirt at the end of it. And then finally, light fixes. I'm meeting with John on Monday, and we're just going to punch through the list. There's lots of things that will change. The whole. There's just lots of changes that's going to happen, but the fixes, the links to the curator bio and what's the curator bios and what's the how the image comes in and all of that. We will be fixing all of that next week. We'll be looking at layout of the different pages and templates. So hopefully you can see our energy is back and we are we're going to start driving this. So over the next 2 weeks, you're going to see the site start to, get up to stream. New search should be in by Tuesday next week. And that, again, will change everything because we'll actually have images coming up in search. So that's going to be great. We can also now sell a keyword if we want to sell, which we will, but we're not going to do it now. But we can actively promote lists based on search. Super cool. So you'll see that change happen next week. And yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's going to be brilliant. But you're going to see new blood coming in, and it's going to be cool. So we thought we'd share that with you because I haven't seen Maria for a while, and I'm super glad that we're back in this space, and we're going to be making playlists. So, all right, anything from you to add, Maria?
And I just wanted to say once again, I left suddenly, on a more challenging path, and really thank you for everyone who was there and supportive. And I just also want to say that very real part of life, and I'm sure all of us felt that over the past year ongoing, and it's a struggle to be here and continue joy. But I read something today, and I just wanted to throw it out there really quick because it just really resonated because I've been trying to feel excited and joyful, and sometimes the world, it makes that more challenging. So it just says, even a wounded world is feeding us. Even a wounded world holds us, give moments of wonder and joy. I choose joy over despair, not because I have my head in the sand, but because joy is what the earth gives me daily, and I must return the gift. And that was from Robin Wall Kinnear, beautiful woman, a botanist and poet and Indigenous, a Native American woman. But yes, I just wanted to leave that there because I needed that. I needed to hear that. That's all. And I'm happy to be back and be with you all and continue this. So, yeah.
Us too. All right, beautiful people. We'll see you out and about. Have a groovy weekend. Catch you on the flip.